So in reality, I'm a person that likes peace. Okay, I'm only out for peace. I've only, like I say, advocated for peace, for people to become peaceful and to live, not make people suffer. So this is very unfair. If they're the aggressors and they have a problem with that, they can't aggress people because they're helping people see the light and do good. That's all they're mad at me about. They aggressed me too. They robbed me, and then they kept bothering me. So I had to complain. I had to confront them. They can't be so angry at me that they want to use this state and lie to everybody that I'm this and that, and lie to people that, first of all, humans can't give other humans cancer. That's scientifically known. Second of all, between the gods, it is written, the same gods that have given me anything and created miracles before us, the ones that follow, that have helped me become purified, to some extent. They also have said is visuchika, right? So you have to have some level of your own insanity to contract a disease. It has to be your own malice. If you don't have the malice, then the disease won't go to you. And this is also why certain saints they don't take donations from just anybody, because they're worried that they might take some of their karma, even if they don't have malice. They might get some of that because they're taking their karma, their bad works. So they're very careful with taking donations. That's also why I was careful with pursuing money. But they kept on following me. And then I said, you know what? If I take this money, sure. But if I do it for good, and I said to myself, I'm going to do things good with it. I'm going to help society. I'm going to help actually the black community I saw was getting, being down. Always they had the highest number of fatalities in jail, all that stuff. So I said, this is not right. I was the first one advocating that we need to give them reparations to have a better life than selling drugs and going to jail. That's not fair, okay? For the same thing with the Latin community, that they were doing this to them. So they should understand that part and stop pretending that I'm racist or anything like that, because it's not real. It's not real. It doesn't add up with my actions and my words of action. There's words when people argue, they can say anything. They can make up things. Oh, this person's this and that, But that's just hot air. The next day they apologize. And any rational persons accept their apologies. But these persons, they don't want to accept it. They want to use that against you and hold you to it and hate you for it because they have some ideas that they should be the only ones to exist and have, a presence. And I invited them. I said, listen, man, take my work. You do the work. I'll sit in the back. You herd the cows. I'll just be an advisor. You could come by once in a while if you ever need advice. If you want somebody to pray for you or something, I could help you with that. That's what I said, I don't need the front show. That's really the case. They have to realize that. And take this device out of me because it's radiation. Like I went to the beach just now, I couldn't even enjoy the swim. I started to feel the radiation. Like it makes me sick. It's terrible what they're doing to me, man. I did nothing to these people. I can't even sit because they're partial to my mind. And then what do they want to do with my mind? They want to sit there, oh, you're this, you're that race, you're Mexican, we rule you. You have to worship Jew, you have to do this and that. So, literally they say this to me with their device. So it's sickening, it's ghastly to have to start your day with somebody in your body, insisting on being in your body and affecting your emotion, affecting your life, and then saying crazy things into you. This is what I'm dealing with, government. You have to really understand how severe and dreaded this is. All because I decided to turn my life and say, let me go towards devotion. Let me try to help society see that there's a better side to this. There's a better side to devotion, to worshiping God. And then they came around to me, started messing with me, fighting with me. And meanwhile, I'm just like, you know what? This is not what life is, But then still I have to think about, what if I defend myself? What if these guys actually try to hurt me? What would that be like? Well, so I had to start thinking like them. They're making me think like them, which I really did not want. That's why I was trying to actually get money and go to PA or something like that to live more in the rural area and get out of the whole politics. But they blocked that too. So they wanted me to be around to mess with me and jump on me and do this and that. And it makes no sense because in the end, it doesn't help anybody. They get offenses and then they want to complain to me. I don't control the offenses. I even try to tell devotees, you know what? I think there's devotees gossiping about me, and to try to scare them, I said, don't do that, because what if you guys get a disease or something? What if, you get a horrible disease? I don't cause that. It's in the scripture that can happen. You could become, diseased. It's certain, You could become, you could get really bad luck and stuff if you overly offend devotees and talk about them and try to harm them, especially try to harm them. There's one thing about gossip. Gossip will ruin your devotion. It'll take your devotion away. But actually offending them, actually like, oh, we need to hurt them. Oh, that person is dreaded and lying about them. And the more they're devotional, the closer they are to God, the more it'll affect those people that are doing it. And that's the thing they're not telling a lot of these people, and they're supposedly getting sick or something. So I was trying to tell the devotees that. Don't listen to them about me. Don't do it. Okay, they'll lie to you that I take drugs, heavy drugs. It's not real. It's not true. Okay, I've been off of that stuff for a long time, and the only time I took stuff was painkillers because the pain they were giving me and the injuries they gave me on my knees and my body and also the radiation. And I didn't really know there was something into my body. Something flew into my ear in November, and then by January, they're just sitting around trying to antagonize me so that they can use this new AI machine on me and then start to harm me. That's what they literally did to me, okay? And this is how nefarious and sick it is. Just to find fault in me, and all they could do is sit around and say, he said that we can't be nice to him because he said this a long time ago, and we're against the Christians and this and that. And so this is a maniacal group that has to be stopped. They should not be having devices like that in public or going anywhere near people with that. It's just unfair, okay? It's very unfair. They didn't do any research. They didn't do any real checking with me to see if it's even possible to fly or doing the semantics of it. They just went ahead, speculated, put on my body. Now they're holding me for 8 months. They're causing me a lot of complications in my body, also financial problems. I haven't been able to work, and get my things together like that. So it's terrible what they're doing to me, government. Please understand. I didn't do anything to them. There's no proof of what they're saying. Okay, they don't want me to talk to them. Listen, I told them months ago, get off. I mean, I'll go off the internet for 5 years even if you want to make a deal. Just take this thing out of my body. I don't need to be on the internet. You could exile me from the internet. Okay, that's where you saw me speaking about you, right? About you stealing from me, about you spying on me, things that I did not want, things that you were terrorizing my life with, things that you pushed me to a corner to defend myself with. So you gotta understand, so you have to take part of the blame and stop blaming me, stop trying to fight with me and to prove yourself. I'm just a Brahmin, dude. First of all, I never went into the academy. I never became a Kshatriya because it's not me. I'm a philosopher. Try to understand that you're fighting with a teacher, a priest. And it's a bad look and it's bad karma. And this is what I was trying to tell them, to warn others. Not that I dish it out or that I'm able to even do that. I'm not. They know that. They have it in the memory. If they had an actual memory of me with the ability to give people cancer, like be able to sit there and be like, okay, mantra or something like that, then there was a case of it, they would have arrested me already. They would have. But they don't have it. They don't have anything like that. And they've checked all my memories. They've been in my head, unfortunately, with their surveillance, because they're sick people. They like to infringe on others. They get enjoyment out of it, and basically exploiting others and then harming them. And it's not fair, government. You can't have people like that running around, okay? We can't have that. We can't have people saying, okay, we're another religion, and for some reason I think my religion says that I can be God on earth and do terrible, wicked things. No, it does not say that. It says you can be a great spiritual personality if you come in line with God, meaning you worship him as a subservient personality humbly, then I will bestow upon you my great blessings. Okay? That's what it is. That's what it says. Then you will be chosen by me to be the Lord. Now, if you go away from God, then obviously you're not chosen anymore. God's not going to choose you. If you're doing terrible things, he's not going to say, okay, no, he's still my chosen one. He can do that. There's no such thing as that. Okay? Moses proved that. Every other, teacher of true religion has proven that. It's not just birthright. You have to have inclination. You have to be inclined towards the process. Some people are born in Brahmin families too, and they never came to the process. They go to business. They go to other things in life. So, it's a thing in this day and age, you have to also fulfill it yourself. So please, government and everyone else, try to tell these people to please take their device out of my body already. I've been dealing with this for too long. I'm stuck. I can't even right now. I was invited and I was feeling ill because of the radiation. I couldn't even take a ride to go visit a family member. This is my life right now because of this, and it's unfair. There's no due process. They're just lying about me. They made up fake evidence. They make it up. Oh, he wanted to do this. He wanted to do that. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't do anything. First of all, I'm not crazy enough. I'm not crazy at all, really, but I'm not crazy to go out and harm people. I know you go to jail. Why would I want to throw my life away because some crazy person already disturbed so much of my life? That makes no sense for me. I would never do that. I can't do that. Okay, as much as I get angry, much as I want to sit there, and much as I can consider it for half a second or two, it won't happen for me. So they don't believe them for half a second. They need to keep anything in my body, or need to observe me. Their fake surveillance is what got me into this thing. This is why you have to really monitor your surveillance, government, because people eventually prey on others, and that's exactly what happened. And then they push in their beliefs, which are not developed. They're ignorant beliefs. They're very ignorant to believe that you have some right to break all the rules of God and then say you're chosen and you're able to do that. That is fascism. That is lunacy. If anybody else does it, they're lunatics. It doesn't matter what religion or what race they are. There's no such thing. It's even sick to think about. People should really sit down and think what they're saying, what they're actually implying. I know there's a level of, like self-aggrandizement, a level of self-righteousness, of feeling you're great and important. But that's a sickening level to think like that, to be so, ready to harm others and disturb them because you feel like you're better than them on a certain level, or you want to put yourself better than them because you feel less than them or something. Whatever it is, inferiority, superiority complex, you have to get over it. And you can't involve others. You have to seek help and seek knowledge and try to really ask God to clarify it for you, what it really means to be that. It's better to be that, to be chosen by God, meaning to be the good personality that does the good works of God, than to think about it and pretend and then get no results and then just bash it on somebody's head. And then that person is not, you're terrorizing them for no good reason. Just say, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Oh yes, every day you want to do that to me. Every day you want to tell me you're better because your race and your religion. Is that really what your life is? That's what you think my life is for? You think that's fair to somebody? First of all, I'm never involved with those arguments. The reason why I said I get on there is to discuss people like me and others that have been wrongly persecuted for the wrong things. People that, listen, I apologize several times. I apologize again. If I offended anybody on the internet, if my words have ever been too harsh, I apologize once again. Please accept my apology. Forgive me for anything I've said that was bad. I'm saying it again humbly. I'm not a person that needs to stick by whatever I said, or you know what I mean? It's not how I am. I'm a very soft, courteous, kind person that likes to help others. And I don't deserve this. I'm not even exploitative these days. I've been so trying to just, render my soul love and try to heal the world if I can. Heal even those who are attacking me. You guys should understand your souls too. You deserve a better understanding of this world. You don't have to be grievous towards others. You don't have to be harsh towards others. That's just somebody misdirected you. That's not how the world works. It's a sickening thing. It's riveting. It's putting in the wrong stuff into your bloodstream. You understand? And this is why you're getting sick and why you need energy from others. How about this? Just stop doing it. Start doing healthy, nice things. You can do it. You don't have to be always bad. And if you feel bad, try to go in a hot tub or something. Try to drink a nice nutrient drink or something. And chant the Lord's name. Pray to God. Don't do bad things and hurt people to feel better. That's not a solution. It's a sickening solution that eventually haunts your intellect. It haunts your intelligence before you're a ghoul. You're like a crazy person, that's just a demon. You don't want to be that person. Please, don't do that to yourself. And then you're going to affect the society and everybody else. So I'm humbly pleading to you, forgive yourself and try to do the right thing now. Release this device from my body and others. Don't bother people like that. This is not what the government is for. You're never supposed to do that. It's against everything we stand for. All the things that we put in place, all the acts, all the Geneva Conventions, the charters, the rules, is against everything to do these things, to torture people, and then try to justify it with the dumbest things. They say that this person is a different entity. Well, that means he's from heaven. Hell doesn't send people here. There's no such thing. Souls might come up, but then they're rock stars and they're telling everybody to sin. that's a different thing, and it's not a common thing. You know, these are usually people are just rascals. You know, they're too into sin. They're too into their lust, into their body. So please, you know, get the thing out. I suffered enough, and you don't listen. You don't have to watch me. You don't like me. You don't want to see me happy. That's up to you. But you don't. You shouldn't infringe on me, and you shouldn't watch me. And the more that you go away with this, the more I'll be offline. Because I'm actually very scared to be online anymore. You're the one keeping me online. Okay? So the best thing to do is take this off and let's heal. And if I come back, I'll just work on physics. I won't talk to anybody. I'm not doing politics. The only reason I'm doing politics now is because I'm being harassed. I'm being attacked. So I'll be out of politics. Only thing I'll ever contribute again is good information about philosophy and religion and metaphysics. That's it. Okay? And if you really don't want that, and you can get this thing out of me right away, and you want to make a deal, I'll take anything at this point. Any exile, doesn't matter. I'll go to another country. And that's how bad this is. That's how bad this thing makes me feel about, you know, and how terrorizing it's been. I know you guys want to deal with somebody, but I don't know why you chose me and why you jumped on my back like that. It's not fair. Somebody's a little smart, a little good looking. That's not the right to jump on them. And then, you know, say, we're better than you. And you know, here we are. We have sex, we have women. Okay, great, man. Go for it. You know, but just leave me alone. You don't have to be a part of me. You have to prove anything to me. Prove it to yourself. Have self-respect. Okay, so please dislodge your device. The right thing. Leave the government alone. Leave people alone. Stop attacking people. Take those satellites away, people, government. Shoot them down. Other countries, shoot them down. Take the satellites out. Get them away. Any satellites that are bothering us, please. You have permission of the public of America, which is the actual government. It's the people's government. The people are in charge. You have permission from the people to take those satellites out. I'm giving everybody out there permission. If you can, take them out. Any satellites that are disturbing humans or causing them any troubles, get them out by any means. Flick them into outer space or something. Send them off, please. Okay, and forgive, forget, get over anything, move on. Don't harass me anymore, please. It's over. 8 months of harassment for one day of something or one time I reacted is overdoing it. That is not fair. Do you want people to punish you like that? Can you imagine you say something, somebody bothers you and you react one day, you know, because they've done it over and over and they freak out, and then somebody says, we're going to punish you now for 8 months because we're representing, listen, I'm not representing my whole religion. I'm not representing anybody's line. I'm just a civilian trying to do a little job and make a little money and just exist and worship God, but I need my peace. I don't need people in my head bothering my peace, bothering my perceptions, okay? I can't even sit at the beach and enjoy the view because the perceptions are being blocked. That's what you're doing with this thing. You're not helping the perception to bring any cosmic abilities, okay? You're blocking my perception of my life, and I don't have cosmic abilities, and I don't practice them. So stop bothering me. If you want me to practice, then you have to supply and support. That's it, because I probably would not be going to yoga classes and trying to get mystic yoga. I don't need it. You know what I mean? You don't seem to understand that point. It's not really recommended in this age. But if you want it, that's how you do it. There's no other way. You cannot do it with a machine. You can't do anything else. So you need to have an agreement that you're not going to attack me. You're never going to try to take over my body. And then you need to support me. Because then, if I achieve something, which might take some time, then I can help you, as I said, help you up the hill easier. That's the utility of getting it. It's the only thing that'll be useful for you. Okay, so don't listen to them about some stupid idea to take over my body or this and that. The only thing that would help is that if I get up the hill, then I can help you with the knowledge, with the blessings up the hill. But you have to have good intentions. Otherwise, you'll be blocked from the gods. It's as simple as that. The reason why the gods are not given anything is because there's people like that. People like you or whoever it is who are too maniacal, too demonic, that are ready to take over good people if they achieve high levels of spirituality. Okay? And it's unnecessary. They're misinforming you. You can have it too. And also, when you listen to persons like me and others that have realized and see the truth of God, you imbibe those qualities. You learn how to control your senses. And that's the best thing in life. If you're out of control, that means you're in someone else's control. It could be your woman, could be something else, it could be your boss, and you're too much in their control. That makes you suffer. And then you suffer uncontrollably. Then you want relief. Then you're drinking. Then you're drugging. Before you know it, you're just a complete mess. And then you're looking for pleasure in the pain of others and this and that. And then you're completely lost, a demon. So get out of that. Get out of that cycle. Do the right thing. Be honest and free me and others. Any hostages, okay? Please. This is too painful. It's unright. It's unrealistic and it's not right, okay? Because people are here. The soul is here to worship God. If you're taking a soul and a person away from the worship of God, then you're giving them extreme detriment to God and to the society and to yourself. You're giving yourself extreme detriment as well. You're going to anger God. Before you know it, you're going to realize it. God will make you realize it. Trust me. If it's not in this life, it'll be the afterlife. But he'll let you realize it, and you won't even know. So just try to understand something. Give up this fakeness, give up this craziness, and do the right thing. It's what, I'm not asking you for anything from you. All I'm asking you is to take your thing out of my body. Take your device out of my body. That's all I'm asking you. That's not a big request. That's a very normal, very standard request. Your device is causing me radiation. It's bothering me. It's making me sick. Please take your device out of my body. I proved it so many times. It's there. People have read it. The TSA report is there. We can go right now and go to TSA. They'll see it. I'm not making this up. There's one on my knee and there's one on my body. So just please take it out, okay? Or send me to a location where they can take it out if you can't do it by your device. So that's it. Please do the right thing, all right? This is not fair. Just do the right thing. Show everybody that you can be fair and be a good society member and people don't have to worry about you anymore and you're going the right way, all right? Thank you. Hare Krishna.